Hey Leo, welcome to your reading for March 2023. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and hop right into these cards. Before we get started, remember to check your sun, moon, and rising signs, with your rising being the most accurate. And if it don't apply, let it fly. So let's go ahead and hop right into these cards. What does Leo need to know about March, not February, 2023? Okay, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Strength card. What is Leo experiencing in March 2023, Spirit? Make the message abundantly clear. Ooh, the Devil. And that one turned around. So they meant that. What does Leo need to know about March 2023? What are they experiencing? The Hierophant and Ace of Swords. What does Leo need to know about March 2023? What are they experiencing in March? Okay. Ooh, Leo. Okay, so just right off the bat, with this Eight of Pentacles and this Ace of Swords here, I think there may be a feeling like you're inexperienced and feeling like you don't have what it takes to get something done. And so before we even get into it, yes, you do. Okay. Yes, you do. I want to remind you of that. But there may be this situation, something you're in this month, especially when it comes to work, is like you're a little feeling like you're in over your head. It's not that you are, but you feel like you're over your head. So you may get burnt out and then immediately kind of go to self-destructive tendencies with this with the Strength card and the Devil right here, immediately going to habits that do not serve you. And this could look like a variety of things. So you know what your vice is, but it may be like, I don't feel good, so I quit. I don't feel like this is working, so I don't know, to relieve the stress, I'm gonna talk to this person. I'm gonna start eating big bags of chips again, like something that you have already overcome. So be careful about self-destructive behavior in March because of this sense of feeling like I don't have it or I don't want to, because it could be a little bit of burnout too. I feel like you guys may either be overworking, overthinking some situation. I almost feel the need to say that for some of you, you have to get the experience to be experienced. You know what I mean? Like so I think for some of you it may be very important. I keep hearing higher learning. If you may be in higher learning, higher ed, don't have to be, but maybe you want to go back to school, something of that nature. But getting more information, seeking a mentor, seeking training or advice from your boss or something of that nature, kind of breaking your four corners or your four walls of what it means to be successful or what it means to do what you're trying to do, whatever it is this month. Okay, so getting back into that, because that mindset portion, or feeling like you don't have enough, or you don't have enough experience or enough money or enough whatever, may be affecting you this month. Unrelated and maybe related is this 10 of Cups. Struggling relationships or things not being what you expect them to be. I think for some of you, you may desire more closeness or more, for lack of a better term, trustworthy relationships in your life. And for some of you, it's not even trustworthy, just more solid ones. You know what I mean? And maybe some people around you that you feel like are just so loosey-goosey, or they just have so much going on and you want more of that this month. We'll see what comes out in your love and relationships with that. But I think there may be some struggle going on with your relationships. And maybe that's where this self-destructive tendency comes from, because it's like in trying to relieve stress from a work situation or a separate situation, you kind of bring this in with yourself. For some of you, I want to also say, and maybe you've been saying this to yourself, you've learned, you've evolved. We've been talking about this for several months. You are reaching or are working towards a level of enlightenment and leveling up. So it's kind of like, and this is not even to chastise you, but it's kind of like, we go through those hills and valleys with spiritual awakenings. And I feel like you may be in a little bit of valley this month. But it's like you always have it in the back of your mind that you know better and you know what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to be doing. It's just maybe harder to keep up with if there's a level of stress. You are not inexperienced. You are enough. So keep that in mind and remember that throughout the month, and keep telling yourself that there's a little bit of mental burnout and a little bit of like impulsivity. Okay, so be careful about being impulsive, especially in your relationships this month. Okay, so let's see what's going on with that. What does Leo need to know about their love and relationships in March 2023? I mean, they really just came out all by themselves, sweetheart. Love to see that. Romance, infatuated, want you back, courting, gentleman, a surprise, and treating you well. Interesting. Mischievous. Oh, I'm sorry, wicked. It says mischievous, naughty, harmful, dangerous, false portrayal, lie, cheat, and beware. Staying in. Night in your space. A moment alone. A partner is busy, free time, and or mental vacation. Just so done. Mentally tapped, emotionally spent, physically drained, spiritually depleted, ready to make a change. Yeah. So kind of a continuation of last month, honestly, Leo. But I think for some of you, somebody you may be entertaining somebody at this time or courting. Completely an aside. Someone who you really had an infatuation and a love with may have turned out to not be who you wanted them to be. They may have been, I hate to say it, but wicked. They may have been troublesome. They may have been, they may have really took you out of your element at some point in your life. Even if it's not necessarily now, because I don't sense that for some of you, this is happening right now. I feel like this was either in the past, the very far past, or the recent past, no in between. So you may be trying to keep away from romantic relationships because of that, because right now you're just trying to focus on healing that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they apologize. That specific person came back to apologize, and or you're still kind of getting over the bewilderment of them not being who you thought they were. Okay, so that's maybe where this devil is coming from. And that's why I say self-destructive tendencies, because you may want to run back to this because of, oh, it was good before. Maybe they are sorry, or maybe no. not if you know that it's not for your highest good. You trust your intuition on that. But yes, but I wouldn't be, but for on another side, I do feel like for some of you, after all of this, because you went up through all of this, I wouldn't be surprised if you got somebody either just playing that role right now for you, or somebody comes in. Okay, they come in and they try to fix it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if they're 100% ready. And I think on your end, you may not be 100% ready because you still need to do some healing from these situations. And an aside on that, because I know sometimes when we say healing, we think like it was so bad and now we gotta fix ourselves and we can't talk to anyone. For some of you, I don't think it's even that bad, more than I think there are some things you haven't addressed from a past situation as far as your behavior and your accountability for things. How did I let it get that far? What did I do? What didn't I do? What could I do better? I feel like those questions have not been addressed because the magnitude of the craziness of the relationship was so important. You know what I mean? So there may be too much of it's so much attention on what they did that it may not be enough on you yet. And it's not a bad thing because you're going through your journey, but it almost feels like until you get to that point, you probably should wait. You know what I mean? Clarity. What's going on in Leo's relationships? Anything else going on for Leo's relationships outside of their romantic relationships? Never mind. Taking out the trash. Some of you may be moving. Physically moving something or moving houses. Yeah, finally dumping that loser, cutting ties, emotional clearing, self-love, spring cleaning, healing. So yeah, there's a lot of healing going on. A lot of healing going on, Leo. For some of you, you got triggered again. You were fine, and then you got triggered again romantically or in your relationships overall. So there's a clearing going on for you, Leo, in your relationships. Interesting, which is why, and I think, just real quick, somebody may feel like they always end up, when is it their turn? Why am I always dealing with this? When do I get somebody? And if I'm being honest, like I said, I think it goes into your spiritual awakening. From what I've seen, a lot of spiritual awakenings are triggered by love situations, by really bad heartbreak, or really bad familial situations. So I just feel like this is just yours, and this needs to happen to teach you something about yourself in your journey. Okay, so keep that in mind if that's on your mind, Leo. And if you are having a hunky-dory month in your relationships, Leo, you know what I mean, you can disregard that, but I had to put that out there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and close this reading with your career reading. What does Leo need to know about their career and finances in March? What the money look like? What does Leo need to know about their career and finances? Wow. Tree. This card has been coming out a lot. And watch. These 2 cards come out a lot this month. What does Leo need to know about their career and finances in March 2023? What does Leo need to know about their career and finances? Wow. Okay. Cutlery. Gift. And you got an extra one, candle. So you may get an opportunity. Honestly, for some of you, this feels like an opportunity that already arrived. But you're either getting paid more, or whatever the opportunity is more than you were doing before. So like, for instance, it's a promotion, you're getting more responsibilities at work or whatever. Like there's something that's being offered to you that wasn't there before, and it's like a step up, a level up, higher learning. We were talking about that earlier, right? So yeah, seize that moment. Okay, go after your abundance. There's a little hustler energy here, gaining more skills, trying to make more money, hustling. Like I don't know if I said that, but you're like manifesting money. For some of you, I just saw for somebody, you may be physically manifesting money. Neither here nor there. I don't have any advice for that per se, but for some of you, that may be something you're doing, like lighting candles for money, or doing some type of like money abundance ritual. If you feel like you're in a bind though, like when it comes to money, or just wanting more, just want more out of life, I wouldn't be surprised if that comes in this month. Like, so suddenly getting gifts, suddenly getting opportunities, but again, also feeling overwhelmed by all of the opportunities that are coming to you, all of the new things that you're doing, all of the ways that you're changing. You know what I mean? So be receptive to that, but also pace yourself. Don't be shameful of saying like, hold on. Hold on. Like, this is nice, but can we like do a slow drip versus like a spray? Like, nothing's wrong with that. Okay, Leo. So jobs that may be important to you, or that you may have, working outside, a family business, temporary work, food related, or you may be the sole provider of your home, like you're the breadwinner. Management, high rank, visibility and athletic. Visibility gives me like having an important position, or maybe having like, maybe being very visible online or something of that nature. That may be something that's important to you. Okay, some of you could also go on vacation. I don't think that's likely, but I wouldn't be surprised if you tried to do something like that, or started planning one. Okay, so there's a lot of stability. For some of you, there may be being laid off. I don't 100% pick that. I think most of you are working. You just may not like the amount of money and or opportunity that you're being offered. So in March, that starts to change in a positive way and direction. I just don't think it changes in your mind. So again, you may have a promotion, but you may feel stressed. You may have a job, but it's not making enough. You don't have a job, but you feel like, I don't want to get a job until I start doing this. Like, there's some complication to that. Okay, Leo? That's all I'm saying for you, lovely. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, Leo, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.